remember reading that sort of school finished and you jumped in the back of a truck and you all drove off to Perth. And you had to go across.
Romantic, isn't it?
Oh, it sounds like something out of a film, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you had to cross all the deserts and so on. Did you like sleep in this thing and go for days without food?
The day that I left school, the day I left home, was the day Kirk, where I really sort of only just knew, picked me up in this red panel van and we drove to Perth together.
And we stopped in the middle of the desert and I sort of built a fire and cooked this Chinese meal in a wok.
Where do you find a wok in the desert?
Oh, I took it with me, you see. So I cooked up this Chinese meal.
This guy is insane. He has Tupperware containers with diced vegetables in a wok. The kangaroos are looking at us.
This fire in the middle of the desert, two guys, you know, cooking Chinese meal in a wok. Must have been pretty strange.
Let's talk very briefly about the new album, X. I was reading, now let's see, I've got it here. It says X is the most cohesive step forward. What is a cohesive step forward then?
Don't ask me, it sounds like journalists talking. It's like cohesive. I don't know. I mean, I guess what they mean is that a lot of our albums, most of our albums, each type of style we do quite separately. You know, we'll do a bluesy kind of song or a dance song or a ballad. And on this album, I think we've mixed up a lot of styles into each song, you know, so there's a link running throughout all of it. Yeah.
So now you've done that then, is that
what happens next? I mean, yeah, maybe this is it.
No, the next step will be very, you know, non-cohesive.
So here we are then, we've got Andrew, John and Tim, the three brothers of the group. Half the group are related to each other. I mean, you must see this as being some sort of a tactical advantage over the others.
Well, it would be if it was the majority, which it isn't. But that kind of makes it interesting, the fact that the group's divided between brothers and non-brothers. So we can't exactly rule the, you know,
Do you ever try and get your own way by pulling rank with each other?
No, I think everyone individually tries to get their own points of view across. I mean, it's difficult enough for six people sort of blabbering off at each other to sort of get...
Oh, so there are arguments then?
Of course, I mean, all the time.
But is there any more to the family, or is it just the three of you? Or?
Yeah, we have a sister, Alison.
Alison. She's youngest.
I'm particularly involved in conservation of the ocean, you know, and this lot, a very good example of what can happen if we don't look after our waterways.
Yes, it's a bit mucky down there, isn't it?
Yes, it is a bit. And isn't this the building that Prince Charles was upset about?
This is the South Bank.
Actually.
Yep, the National Theatre and so on.
Right.
What hotel's that?
I don't think we'd stay there.
You don't want to stay there, it's a bit grotty.
Is that the Intercontinental? Yeah.
You weren't the original singer, what happened?
No, I was kind of the guy that hung around, you know. I was friends with Andrew, and he always had little bands and stuff, and he was the singer in his bands. And then we went through
Another guy.
We had another guy.
And it was all very loose, and Michael was always hanging around and singing backups in most of those.
So sort of keep him quiet, you thought you'd put him in the group?
Yeah, then we just thought, well, geez, Michael's actually a very good singer under all that hair. So we gave him a break.
No, they were trying out different drummers. This is before John.
Yeah, we had tried jazz drummers for a while for some reason. There was a lot of jazz drummers at the time, and we ended up with we sort of the best drummer in the world, sort of sitting in the backyard.
Michael is sort of very much seen in the media as the front man. How do you feel about that? Don't you worry that you don't get as many sort of photos in the papers and stuff? I mean, how do the rest of you feel?
Sometimes, you know, you think, God, you know, what am I doing this for? And, you know, all the photographers are just shooting Michael or whatever. But, you know, that's just a normal situation with a band, you know, with a lead singer. I mean, you know, it's been the same throughout, I guess, music history.
So there we are, that was 2 hours relaxing with INXS. So I suppose technically it was work really for them, wasn't it? But anyway, it all starts again for them tonight, another sound check, another concert, and then more tomorrow.
Sound check.